We hope you enjoyed Season 1 Zero Hour. Whether you've been darting across the sky as
This
sunlight,
quality looks like shit. It's 1080p, but just whatever they're recording on just looked awful.
or getting to grips with the versatility of the BSVM, we've loved hearing about the fun you've had with the new content.
Nice. Yeah, I know. If y'all know me in Battlefield, you know I love C4 kills.
But in today's development update, we want to talk about what we're focusing on over the next
Some C4 sandwiches.
for Battlefield 2042. As we did in our last update before Season 1, today we're going to be talking about our
Nice.
areas of focus: core gameplay, maps, experiences and modes, and new
All important things. All important things.
core gameplay. And with a big topic: specialists. Earlier this year, we put together a team to analyze the feedback received, and we're now ready to talk about the future for specialists and the class system.
Class system. A class system. I haven't watched its video yet. A class system. I shouldn't be clapping for something that's been part of the freaking games franchise since the beginning. Well, at least from my beginning. I first started playing Battlefield in 1942. Not the year 1942, but the game 1942. Then in Bad Company 2, you know, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. I'm a Battlefield fan, and in all those games, it had one very core mechanic that was traditional for Battlefield: a class system. You had recon, you had support, you had assault, you had engineers. Recon was like your snipers, everyone who has, like, you know, any kind of gadget that does scans and spots. Assault was your medic, so you had ARs, and you also had a med kit and defibrillators. Engineers were people who would take out vehicles. They had rockets, stingers, javelins, and they also had repair tools, EOD bots. And support was your heavy, so they had LMGs and the ammo kit. That was traditional Battlefield. Well, 1942, they didn't have any of that. Like, they had those abilities, but they didn't have the class. Basically, everyone was basically a Swiss Army knife with specialists. So everyone who's a specialist could do all what I just mentioned. You can have a medic who's also an engineer, who's also, you know, support, and who's also recon. And it's like they got rid of the importance of a class system. So it's great to hear they're bringing back the class system, because it was traditional Battlefield. And honestly, I shouldn't be clapping for something else already part of the game, because it should never been out of the game at all, period. But it is coming back, and that makes me happy. So I'm not gonna like deny that it makes me happy. It sucks that it was never there to begin with from the games of this game, but it's great that it's back.
We have heard you. So in Season 3, we'll be moving specialists into the classic and familiar Battlefield class system. They'll have traits available to all specialists within a given class, with existing open gadgets and throwables split between classes to fit their role. Our initial thinking is this breakdown, but this is just the start of the discussion.
The classic look, like I said.
Specialists are not being removed from Battlefield 2042, but this
is being grouped up.
into the class system is one we know many of you
I will point out, though, just to go back a little bit, just by looking at that, they're putting the medic chick, I forgot her name, they're putting her in support instead of assault. So they're not going to have assault be medics. They're going to have support be the medics. So what I would guess is the date that you're gonna have to like choose between being an actual medic and being someone who provides ammunition. And when it came to how specialist works, Angel, which is this character right here, he was the best at playing a support. He was the best when it came to throwing out ammo bricks. So they're putting the ammo brick guy and the chick who her ability literally is she has a pistol, like a healing pistol that she shoots at you and it heals you. So they're putting the medic in the traditional support together. And I'm guessing assault would just be like just your heavy hitters who their job is just go out there and kill shit, and that's it. Which, you know, based on the word assault, that makes sense. But again, traditional Battlefield, the assault class was the medic class, and support was your LMGs.
This is a significant change from us development-wise, which is why we're taking the time to get it right. And so we'll bring it during Season 3.
Yeah, take your time. So let's take your time. Yeah, that is true. Like, I know we were pausing a lot, but the game's characters were too pretty. Like, this is a war. This game's supposed to be a war simulator. Like, Call of Duty is supposed to be like all the high action, Michael Bay explosion kind of shit. Battlefield's always been, this is real war. air quotes on real because it's a video game. And so like all the characters were just pretty. Like all the female characters were clean, like they wear makeup. All the guys looked like they were clean shaven and ready to freaking, you know, by day they're fighting in wars, by night they're Magic Mike. So it is nice that they decided to change the looks of the characters, you know, put some dirt on her face, some dirt on her face. You know, they gave McKay a beard. You know, they added some dirt to him. I forgot the Russian guy's name. And they gave Angel a little bit of scruff as well. Added some dirt to freaking, I forgot his name. I keep forgetting these characters' names. Notice I only remember the names of people who I play. I've played McKay, I've played Angel. I played her a little bit, but not a lot. And obviously we main Sundance, so.
Brought you visual updates, and in season 2 and 3, you're going to see more of those, along with voice updates, body posture, and facial expression changes for our specialists.
That's good. Those are all good things.
We will be introducing Vault weapons, a wide collection of portal weaponry that will become available over time in All Out Warfare.
That's a different take on the word vault in gaming. Usually in gaming, vault means you're taking away stuff, not providing things. Hey, lovely. The never-ending story gun. Because you have so many bullets, you might as well be never-ending story.
Throughout the season, and we'll be continuing to add
more guns is always good.
Future seasons for Battlefield 2042 as well.
The game definitely lacks guns.
Season 1, we talked to you about our intention to evolve our existing maps from launch, based on the problems we've heard you've been having with them. You will have all experienced the updated version of Kaleidoscope that arrived in Season 1, but there's more to come. We're continuing to prioritize the maps that need this overhaul the most for both Conquest and Breakthrough. So in September, as part of Season 2, you'll get to play on the updated version of Renewal that we showed you in our last development update.
I didn't see one for Renewal. I'd watch that.
Renewal is coming in September, followed by Orbital in October. Let's take a look.
Here's how. Alright, you're gonna show it.
With Renewal, the team have worked to improve the tempo across the map by narrowing the battlefield to focus
more clutter. That's always good.
and providing significantly refreshed
Battlefield games definitely need more clutter because there's just so many snipers.
and destructible assets that help to increase the intensity whether you're on the attack or defend. Moving between the points,
And one of the biggest issues I have Battlefield is that there's just so many like open lanes.
the terrain helping to provide
At least with this Battlefield, just so much openness.
placements throughout the map to give you plenty of options when moving from cover to cover. Following Renewal's update, we're set to deliver.
That's another thing about it. It always looked too clean, like there wasn't like a war going on.
to receive updates.
So added sandbags and stuff
Orbital is one of
gives
the
you like a real, a more realistic, authentic war.
learnings taken from the work
Look.
we've done across Battlefield since we launched. There's plenty of improvements we can bring to this one. To start, we've
These are reworks, not new maps, so they can't like, you know, entirely redesign the map itself. They can only like just add stuff to it to like kind of change, you know, the overall map look. And clearly what you notice is they're just adding like a lot of sandbags and containers to, you know, provide cover. Concealment. Battlefield's no such thing as cover. It's destructibility.
Adding tighter barriers to slow down vehicles who move to make the attack. Connecting Refinery to the rest of the map, the tunnel has had an overhaul, featuring all new cover.
That's good. That's really good. I always hated that tunnel because it was just a big ass, like long ass tunnel with no, like there's literally nothing in it. It's just one long ass tunnel.
Infantry heavy flags, with adjustments to the nearby terrain, helping to make sure that you can attack these flags from more angles than before. But our main focus for the map has been helping to improve cover and combat across the crawlaway, with a lot more cover added and better opportunity to attack both across and
Very
up and
good.
down between the B and E flags.
Again, they're basically just adding stuff to areas of the maps that were just super open. It became like no man's land where no one who plays infantry would even bother like running through those lanes.
And you'll see that with the new map arriving with Season 2. It's perfect for infantry-focused gameplay. With a smaller overall lane,
Nice.
it's gonna be intense.
Getting a little close quarters map. Close quarters DLC in Battlefield 3 was like so good.
Improve and evolve the Battlefield 2042 experience for our players, and we know new content is a key part of that. When Season 2 arrives, you'll get to battle across the new map we teased earlier. Step into the boots of a new specialist, experience new hardware, a new battle pass, more in Portal, and new ways to play. Our teams are continuing to work on Season 3 and beyond.
Battlefield needs a pro scene.
Important to us that we can continue to keep the community playing.
I think Battlefield could have a pro scene. Obviously, you couldn't do like 128 players per pro scene, but I think Battlefield should try to like have a game mode that you can be like maybe a 6-player squad base. They do have squads where you can like It's like 4v4v4 or 66 in some situations.
See you on the battlefield.
So I think for the most part, let me switch scenes real quick. I think for the most part, a lot of what they show was good. You know, there's gonna be people who freaking still talk shit about the games and whatnot because it's just how gamers are. I like when developers acknowledge that they fucked up and that they need to do better and, you know, fix the games. And it's great that they're doing that. They're admitting to, like, yo, we screwed up. You know, we made a mistake when it came to release the game too early. We had a lot of bad decisions, but we're trying to do better. And when it comes to DICE, they're very good at that. DICE is very good at acknowledging that they, you know, they didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve, and they didn't achieve what fans wanted them to achieve. Because every Battlefield game, literally everyone that I've played, they've always launched in a poor state and then became amazing games down the road. And every DICE game is that way in general. Like Battlefront, when they did the Battlefront remake, DICE made that and it sucked at launch, but it got really good towards the end. Not towards the end, but like as the game went on. Battlefront 2 had a bunch of controversy, and you know, it also was a rough game to play. But if you play Battlefront 2 now, it's an amazing game because DICE kept adding content into it and they kept making the game better. DICE is very good at taking like their screw up and actually delivering a good product as time goes on. And it's unfortunate that that's the state we're in with gaming, but you know, that's it, we're in with gaming. So I appreciate that DICE, you know, isn't quitting on Battlefield and just like, oh, everyone said it sucks, throw it away, make a new game. Like now they're like, all right, look, we're going to freaking work this shit out and figure out how to make this game better. And you can't help but appreciate that and like that. And if you say otherwise, you're probably just someone who's like just way too negative and just wants to complain just to complain. I think it's good.